Hey boys and girls, it's Miss Browning. I'm so excited for the first day of school tomorrow. But right now I'm going to share one of my favorite books with you today, and we're going to finish reading it in class when I see you tomorrow. So my book today is called Stephanie's Ponytail by Robert Munsch, and this is one of my favorite books because it's really funny, and my mom used to read it to me when I was little, so I have lots of good memories with this book. One day Stephanie went to her mom and said, "None of the kids in my class have a ponytail. I want a nice ponytail coming right out the back." So Stephanie's mom gave her a nice ponytail coming right out the back. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids looked at her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next morning when Stephanie went to school, all the other girls had ponytails coming right out the back. Stephanie looked at them and said, "You are all a bunch of copycats. You just do whatever I do. You don't have a brain in your heads." Look, Stephanie looked surprised that they all copied her. The next morning, Mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the back?" Stephanie said, "No." "Then that's that," said her mom. "That's the only place you can do ponytails." "No, it's not," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out the side, just above my ear." "Very strange," said the mom. "Are you sure that's where you want it?" "Yes," said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming right out above her ear. When she went to school, the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next morning when Stephanie came to school, all the girls and even some of the boys had nice ponytails just above their ears. The next morning, the mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the back?" Stephanie said, "No." "Would you like one coming out the side?" "No." "Then that's that," said her mother. "There's no other place you could do a ponytail." "Yes, there is," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out the top of my head like a sprinkler." "That's very strange," said her mom. "Are you sure that's what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming right out the top of her head like a tree. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next day, all the girls and all the boys had ponytails coming out the top of their head. It looked like broccoli was growing on their heads. I love this picture. It's really funny. The next morning, Mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the top of your head, coming out the back?" Stephanie said, "No." "Would you like one coming out the side?" "No." "Would you like one coming out the top?" "No." "Then that is definitely that," said the mom. "There is no other place you can do ponytails." "Yes, there is," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out the front and hanging down in front of my nose." "But nobody will know if you're coming or going," her mom said. "Are you sure that's what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out the front. On the way to school, she bumped into 4 trees, 3 cars, 2 houses, and 1 principal. When she finally got to her class, the other kids saw her and said, "I bet you know, ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next day, all the girls and all the boys, and even the teacher, had ponytails coming out the front and hanging down in front of their noses. None of them could see where they were going. They bumped into desks and they bumped into each other. They bumped into walls, and by mistake, 3 girls went into the boys' bathroom. Look, it's chaos there. Look at that. Stephanie yelled, "You are all a bunch of copycats! You just do whatever I do. When I come tomorrow, I'm going to have shaved my head." All right, now tomorrow we're going to finish the story and see what happens when Stephanie goes to school the next day. I'll see you tomorrow, boys and girls, bright and early.